Hey, sorry guys. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Can you guys please mute from your side? Okay. Okay. I'm muting all people. Okay. Okay. I'm unmuting all. So if you want to mute from your side, you can mute. Okay. Please mute from your side. Ram Prasad and Sharad. Yeah. That's it. Okay. Cool. Let's go to setup again. And now you have. I think you guys have tried the application and you have seen the 360 degree view of the foodies and even the restaurants also. If I'm opening Venkat, I can see what all places this person has checked in. Okay. And see, today morning he has checked in and he gave 40% thing. And if I'm going to PF Chang restaurant, which is the lowest minimum score I can even get by this, because there are 40 is the lowest score and 99 is the highest score from this same person. This is the 360 degree view of a restaurant and all the check-ins. This is complete view of foodie and his check-ins. So this can be linked with unlimited restaurants
We
also.
cannot see anything on the screen.
Oh, one second. Let's see
Uh,
what's. Okay, sorry. Yeah, yeah. I'm just explaining the demo, so I will do it again. So I'm just explaining um the app what we have done yesterday. You guys have created some data. I'm just showing the to the other people, to all the people. Okay. So if you click on foodies and if you click on go, I can see 5 records. So now I'm going to tell you about the views, how to set views. Here, if I see only this data, I want some more data information to be visible on this views. For that, I'm going to create a new view. So these views are specific to the object specific views, like a report. Okay, simple report on your foodies tab. Clicking on new view, you can create a new view. What I can do, I can create all views, vi views. Okay, so this is the custom view what we are creating now, and all views, I'm selecting all views, and so I'm not keeping any filter. For suppose I can do the filter also saying all the views uh, belongs to this region, something like this. You can put some views also. All the there is no city name here. uh, I will show that scenario also to you guys. Okay, all views starting. So here is the filter name. If I want to get all the views starting contains Venkat, means contains Venkat. Okay, click on. So here is the available fields to display. These are all fields you can display on the screen. I want to display their interests. Okay, and I want to display their phone number. I want to display their created date also. Okay, now I'm clicking on even the email also, clicking on visible to all users. Here is the option. If I'm checking this, you cannot see this. uh, can you guys open the same organization from your side? I'm clicking on save now. If I'm checking on this, right, you cannot see this view. Okay, if I'm checking on visible to all users only, you can see this view by all users. You can try out. Okay, now I'm keeping the visibility as visible to all users, so that you can also see the same view from your side, from your organization. You can see this view. This view is like, see, now I have the better view. This view is showing all the people with contains Venkat. Okay, let's do click on edit. I want to change the view. I want to remove this filter because there's no good filter for. Click on none. Remove this. By making this, you are removing the filters. These are all additional filters. For suppose if there are 1 lakh data, 1 lakh millions of records in your organization, You want to show some specific data, like all foodies in San Francisco. Then you can put city, select city location because the field is not here, and select the select equal to city equal to San Francisco, means it will show all the foodies in San Francisco. That's how the view works. And these are called views. These are specific to object. These are really useful for simple reports. For suppose if there are more than 20 records, I can click on next 20 records by clicking on next, all this stuff. Okay. Now I have the current view is showing foodie name, interest, phone number, created date, email, which I have configured here. I'll show that to you. See, this is what I am showing there, right? This is a simple view for seeing the data of the current object. Okay. And if you are putting more than one, two, three, four, more than one filter, like two filters or three filters, you can even put the logic also. What is logic? Do you know about AND gate, OR gate? What is AND? AND is means the the subset of the two items. OR means at least one of the items should be true, right? Do you guys know about this AND OR stuff, or shall I explain that? Let's do one thing. Um, I will create one more view for you guys. I'm going to pull one more field into my system. Going to view object. By clicking on view object, view fields, I can directly go to the foodies object fields. Here is the foodies object fields. If you come down, you can see the foodies object. Here is the simple, this is the simple navigation point to travel to different locations. Okay. One is for going to views fields. The second option is for viewing the current object in the back end. And third object is viewing the record types. Currently we don't have record types in our system. I'll show you how to do this. And validation rules, what are and I will this stuff I will explain later. And approval process, all this stuff is belong, each and every object will contain these options. Okay. And you can even edit application, edit tab, edit columns, and edit and import data for this current object. If I click on this, the import widget will open for this current object. I can import from CSV file. What is CSV file? It's an Excel sheet of data. We have a lot of things to do in the coming classes. I will do that. Okay. Importing data, and let's go to the current object foodies. Okay. So now I want to introduce columns for address. Okay. Here is the foodies object. Clicking on new, I can pull down some text for address one. Okay. Clicking on next, I'm mapping address address one. Length will be around 100 characters. Clicking on next. So these are the general steps. If you see the same thing in schema builder, it's really easy for drag and drops, all this stuff. But when you're creating single fields, it's really helpful to do it from here only, because on the same way we are directly giving the visibility settings as well as page layout access also in a three-step process. Now I'm creating one more field called address line 2. Address address 1 is the address is there. Sorry, address line 2 I have to give, address line 1 I have to give, but I have forgotten to do that. We can modify in the coming. Click on next. Give visibility to all people, all the profile users, because this is a security access. If I remove this, right, people cannot see this field in their page layout. Okay, click sorry, in the field accessibility. Here is the option. If I remove here, it won't be visible at the page layout. Clicking on save and new, and now I'm adding city field here. So after adding this, guys, go log into your account, go to your record, and modify your city equal to your current address. Okay, you put different cities. I want some more foodie records. Create some dummy records on your friend names. Okay, in the foodies object. Now I am selecting the city text also, because generally people will give pick list for the cities. I don't want to do lot of effort. Okay, or else do you want me to do the pick list values? Yeah, click on no, but I can't add all the pick city fields in US city. What I will do is San Francisco, San San Jose, Texas, Kansas. Any recommendations? Seattle, mm, New Jersey. I don't know what the spelling mistake. Okay, another. Okay, clicking on save. I want to sort the values. If I click on sort, it will sort the values of the pick list value. If I click on second option, sometimes you want the first value to be the default value of the pick list value. If I click on this, use first value as the default value. By default, if I'm not selecting this, the blank value will be there. If I'm clicking on this, the first value will be marked as default value. Okay, so I want to remove this. Click on save. Next, visible to all the pay profile users. I'm giving field level security here. If I'm removing this, I cannot control even in the page layout. That's the basic level of the security access. Okay, click on save. Okay, now I can even put down the country also, but I don't want to do that. Now let's go back to your views. Click on foodies. So I'm expecting all the people should update their city names or address information so that I can run out a view. I can show you the filters, how it will work. Okay, please do that for me. Yeah, this is all views. Here is the stuff. By clicking on edit view, I'm going to add the city information also. Here, it's really easy. This guy belongs to which city? Okay, foodies, and that's enough. And now click on save. No one updated the record. I'm updating my site from my site. So all. So this is the default view. This is standard view by Salesforce. I'm clicking on edit. I'm modifying this also. Okay, you can even modify the standard views also. Here I'm going to add the city, email and interests, and phone number, and created date. Okay, and foodie name also. This is the main field, right? So I want to keep this at the front. Here even I can control the order of fields also in my system. Okay, um, click on save. Visible to all users. I am giving this access. Now, so this field I can modify, but city field is a picklist value, so I cannot modify it from here directly. Let's click on edit all the records, and I will select different fields here. Okay. What I will do, where's my city field here? It's bad. Oh, city field, I have removed it, it seems, right? Sorry guys. Click on edit layout. Sorry. Click on view layout, because I've added address fields, but this one I have removed it intentionally. Let's see, city field is not added here. I want to add at the bottom. Click on save. Here you can do one thing. Address line to address line city, right? You can group in a address information. You can create one more section called address information, and you can add all these fields related to address in that section. Okay. Now I'm mapping Kansas, New York for this guy, and put refresh. You will see the new view. You mark Kansas for this guy, Manoj. Refresh. Guys, create some more records for me for the foodie object for testing the views. You create some junk data with some name, with some proper name, with some you can leave all the fields also, I don't mind. Okay, from your side, so that it's really helpful for you to work on views. I want to show you the combinations with and or conditional operators in our view. Go to I'm giving Seattle, and for Venkat I'm giving it as San Francisco. Click on save. And now I'm expecting some more records. Have you done that? Or else go to your object, click on clone, and create some the same data saying Venkat to other. You can do, instead of writing everything on your own, just click on clone, and you can modify the name. First name, you can first name foodie name you can modify, and you can create. Yeah, now if you can see, I am refreshing the view of this. I see the cities of all the people. Yeah, people have created a lot of records. Thanks guys. So some more records I want to check the view. I want 20 records to see how it will work in the view, where I can click on next item to see the 21 to 40 records. Click on clone. Okay, you can create Venkat, means Banu 1, Banu 2, Banu 3, Banu 4, like same way Kiran 1, Kiran 2, Kiran 3, with them different city locations stuff. Now I'm also doing from my side for same. Go to the record, click on clone. The same record will be copied. Modify the last letter to 3 and click on save. If you are want to put some different names, just click on modify the complete name to some name. Clone again. Modify the city name also. Modify the city name to some different names. Again clone. 7. This is for testing, right? This is for testing. I'm giving Seattle. Again clone. I'm giving San Jose. Again clone. Now I'm giving San Francisco. Sorry, New York. Save. So now if I have many records in my foodies object now, just click on this and click on all go. Now I see all the 24 records in my, oh, all the records are getting shown here. Okay, so I think the current view is configured for, see, 100 records. I can see 100 records. For suppose if I select 10 records, so this is the option, like 10 records are shown here, and if you click on next 10 records will be shown here. And if I want to click on, so 10 to 20, there's one more next. If I click on next, The last 5 records are shown here, right? This is called pagination. Okay, so you're gonna configure this pagination whenever, means it's automatically available here, but you have to set this views, what fields you need to display in an object. Okay, and what all order you want. You can even modify the order also, ascending or descending or everything like this by clicking on this. For suppose you want to order the foodie names by this name. See, if I click on done, if I'm clicking on foodie name, it's sorting the names on foodie name. K is the last letter, so that I'm seeing here. For suppose if you go to first page, go to 150 records, means now I'm showing 50 items in the same page. By clicking on foodie, I can sort the foodie names. See, B K M N O P Q R S T U V. This is the sorting of your field values by clicking on this. Okay, and one more thing, this button is for creating a new foodie, and even this for is for changing the changing the owner. For suppose uh, a person is working. So for suppose if I go to Venkat record, Kiran's record, who is the owner of this? There are some things Salesforce will automatically track who created this record also. See, who is the owner for this? Sai. Sai is the owner for this record, means he created this record. This guy have special permissions for uh, as all our system admins, all are having special permissions. Okay, but if you are in private sharing model, if you are not a system admin, if you are a solution manager, we are developers, we are system admins, we have complete permissions on the application for deleting, editing, everything, cloning, everything. For suppose if you are a end user, he can be sales user, marketing user of the current company where we are working. They don't have access to Sai record. Sai, if the Sai is the owner, Sai can only see the record in the private sharing model. Even though in the public sharing model, Sai only can modify the record if public read only, right? Public read only means everyone can access the record, but the owners only can change their own record. For suppose I cannot change this record if it is public read only. I can only see this Kiran record, Kiran's foodie record, but this guy Sai can even modify the record in, even though if it is in private or public read only option. Public read rate means everyone can modify the settings. Okay, I will show this complete scenarios when we are working as a group. What I will do, I will assign to different people roles. You guys work as like end users of the system, and you can try these things on the go, on the call. And coming back to our view, now I want to show you the views. So the same views you can apply for different objects also. Click on all view, all click on edit. So here is the important fields, right, what we have added, which are showing there. And now I'm setting the filters here. This filter will show you all the things. I don't want to disturb this. Click on new view. So I want to get the view of New Jersey accounts. New Jersey, sorry, San Francisco foodies. For suppose if I am the administrator of San Francisco complete head of this application, what I will do, I don't want another foodies. I don't want another restaurants. I deal only with San Francisco food people, means foodies who are going to looking for restaurants, and San Francisco restaurants. Now I'm going to create San Francisco foodies view. Select city. He select the filter here. Select the location name as San Francisco. Here, if this field is picklist value, you are going to select this type of option. If the field value is text field, you have to write the name directly here. There is no lookup option here for the text values. Okay, click on insert this field and select the fields what all you want to display here. Interests. By seeing this, This guy foodie can see the interest of this, sorry, the administrator of San Francisco region can see the interest of this foodie, and he can call saying there is a special offer on this hotel, and this is in your interests. This is Italian restaurant which is your interested food. Okay, like that he can call and he can say it. Mm, this is what unlock created did when he is using, from when he is using this. Okay, now click on visible to all users. Save. If I click on this, right, this view will not be visible to any of the people in the system. Only I can see this view. Click on save. Go to your system. Can you guys see the San Francisco foodies? See, now I'm, you don't be seeing this view because it's only visible to me. I've set this to visible to me only. Here is the option for San Francisco views. Sai, Venkat, Vikram, Sai 1, Venkat, Gatunani, Vikram are belongs to San Francisco location, and their preferences are this. Sai don't have preferences. This guy have preferences like Italian and all this stuff. This has phone number. What I will do, I will share this contact information to the restaurants. They can call them directly saying this. Hey, are you guys something like this? Okay. This is only for simple views. This is a simple report for San Francisco foodies. Okay. Generally, in our system, there is very less data, like 25 records. If there are millions of records, people in San Francisco are there are millions. If the other people are there, there will be millions of records. You can click on next, 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 and they even put one more filter. For suppose I want to add one more filter. So there's Italian restaurant. He asked my company saying, "Hey, I want to know all the people who are interested to eat Italian food, okay, or Mexican food, who want to eat Mexican food." Because now, if I want to keep a filter for Mexican food. Mexican is these two people should come there. Okay, click on edit, and I'm selecting the view as interests contains. Okay, include Mexican, right? Is it the same? Yeah, Yummy Mexican. Okay, Mexican. Click on save. Now I see the two people only. So now what I will do, there is a Mexican restaurant in San Francisco. What I will do, I will share this data to these people. Hey, we have two people. By setting this view, right, I have two people, Venkat and Vikram. So generally these views are constant. So these views are created by administrator, and they will give access to all the people in the system based on their requirements. Okay, so that um, uh, people can use the data very perfectly. What all they want, they can set these views according to their requirements, and they can use it. Okay, so do you guys got why the view is like this? For suppose now, San Francisco, San Jose are close by each other by 30 miles, and the system administrator of San Jose left my company. From today, I'm going to handle the records, the foodies of San Francisco as well as San Jose. What I will do, I'm going to click on edit. Okay, now I'm adding one more city name, or else I can select the city name here. Select the city as San Jose, both the cities. Okay, click on insert selected. Now if I click on save, means here the city equals to this comma San Jose, content this or this, it will show this record values. So I'm making visible to all users so that you guys also can see this view. Click on save. Now here is my records which belongs to San Jose, San Francisco, and who has Mexican as the interests. Okay, click on edit. What you can do is you can remove this also. You can remove this by clicking none, by clicking on save. The filter is really simple. I am getting all the people who are staying in San Jose, San Francisco, and I'm not keeping any filter on other items like interests or other. Okay, simple view. And when are we going to use the unloops? Okay, for suppose and let's do one thing. I want to show you the filters now to the sorry, the conditional filters. Here's the add logic. Okay, as there is only one item, there won't it's not useful for you to add the there's no need of adding the conditional operators here. For suppose if it is a pick list, if it is a text value, I'm going to make this like I can do like this. San Jose, I will keep in the same way. Okay, and see, I'm keeping one more logic called interests includes Mexican. Okay, if I am keeping this filter, the default thing is unlogic and 2 means what happens, this will show all the records he's having city equal to San Francisco and means first of all it will filter on the first condition and it will even put the Mexican. If both the things are true only, this it will display the records. Click on save. Now I have 4 records, right? Okay, there's unloop. All the people who belongs to San Jose, San Francisco with Mexican interests will be shown here. Now I'm updating these things with R loop. What happens R loop? If any of these things are true, this item are true or this item are true, then this will be displayed like this. Okay. By clicking on save, I can see the menu view, because if you see here, this will show the all the San Jose, San Francisco items as well as interests with Mexican also. Okay. This is San Francisco, even though you don't have Mexican, it is displayed. So this is San Jose, Kansas City. Why it is displayed? Because this is having the Mexican thing. This is true. This is false. If any of this item is true, it will display. At least one of these conditions should be true to display R loop. Okay. This contains all the Mexican interested people, Mexican food interested people, as well as the people who are staying in San Francisco and San Jose. Do you got this filter and R loops? So you might have used this and or loop conditions in um, in your in many of the academics also. So for suppose simply I'm explaining about and logic. So 0 0 0 means a false, the condition if it is false. Or let's do one thing, f f true and true f f true. Here is, so false and false is false in and true and true is true only. This is the condition which is true in and loop, and this is false, this is also false in and loop. Coming to R loop, so false and false is only false available here. One second, guys. So false and false is false, true and false, this is also true, true and true. Okay, this is the difference between and or loop. Okay, if any of this condition is true, this will make as true, the overall condition, overall result will be true. If any of the condition is false, this will be written as false. Okay, in the and loop, if you want to get the result, you need to make all the conditions inside that and loop should be true. This is the only condition this will be true. Okay, and here, and this is the only condition which is false, and the remaining things are true here in this case. Okay, let's move on to our topic. Okay, this is how you're gonna set views in Salesforce. Under our loops, click on, yeah, let's move to the check-ins. Click on go. Can you guys create check-ins now? So I'm giving some assignment to you. You guys can create views for check-ins. Okay, um, one second. Yeah, so you can get, you can create the views for check-ins with 4 levels: satisfaction 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 8. Each person can create one different views. Okay, one guy use one guy create 20 to 40. You can create a view, or else I will do it before you only. Okay, now I'm going to create a view um, less than 40. Okay, unsatisfied users. Okay, unsatisfied check-ins, unsatisfied, less than 40% satisfaction. Okay, so all check-ins, go to the satisfaction score, and less than, if it is less than or equal to 40. Okay, then I'm going to display all the results of the foodie restaurant review, satisfaction tips, uncreated data also. Now I'm clicking on save, visible to all users. Now you are going to see the view of all the people who gave reviews less than 40. Now I'm creating a new view, top rated items. Okay, super satisfied people, fied. So all check-ins, satisfaction score greater than or equal to, greater than or equal to, greater than means it won't include the existing number what you are giving. Greater than or equal to means it will, even if I'm putting 80, it even shows the 80 value also into this loop. Click on the required things what you want to see on the screen in the view, and the created date also for identifying on what date the check-in is created, visible to all users. Click on save. File 80. This is simple, 80 plus. Click on save. Now this is one more view where I can see all the people who are satisfied perfectly, more than 80 score. Satisfaction score means this guy gave 4 rating out of 5, 4 plus 4 to 5 rating restaurants. Here I can see the list of restaurants who got a good rating, like Swagat, Pichang, Pichang, IHOP, all this stuff. Okay, these are this is how you can create the views, and there is no scope here to put the filters. Let's do one more unlogic filter here, And same way I want to see all the check-ins. For suppose a restaurant guy called and asked all the reviews or top rated reviews to put there in their website, saying some some testimony, some testimonial about the restaurant which are only good rated. Now if Pichang is asking about good rating reviews only, I can give equal to, what is the restaurant name? Pichang, right? Go to restaurants. Yeah, here is the restaurant name. I will put this name here, the check-in filter. Click on save. Now this is the unlogic. By default is the unlogic. Now I am seeing all the top reviews only for Pichang. Okay, super satisfied only for Pichang. Now I can share these views to the Pichang restaurant so that they can put there on their website saying some, like, these customers are saying these are good reviews, and their comments they can put on their website. Right? Click on edit. I am just taking back the condition. None. Now I see all the people with good ratings. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Coming to layouts, you guys are clear on this, right? Again, I want to more discuss about the page layouts. How to in the restaurant page or in the foodie section page, I will show the what are the options available in the page layouts. Go to any record to get the option for going to the layout. Click on edit. So in layouts, what all you can control? You can control. I'm opening the foodies object. Get it. So parallel I will explain you. So this is called the page detail section. The current page detail section is this. These are all related list items. You can control the related list items available for this current object by dragging and dropping here. If you see here, there are three related list items. This is the page detail page of the current food detail page. I can even put one more section. So I am pulling down one more section here for address information, capturing address information. Information available in both detail page as well as edit page. If I am removing in edit page, I will show what happens. Okay, click on save and pull these two fields, these three fields, and click on save. Okay, now this is only available in the in the view page of the foodies object. For suppose if I'm clicking on clone or edit clone, now I don't see the section name separately. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's go to the layout. Now I mark it as available in both edit and here. This header is only available on view page, on detail page, means on the view page. Click on the settings, make available on edit page also, and click on OK, and come back to your view and click on refresh. On the edit page, information section. So later on I have to click on save. Address information is available both on. Okay, click on save. So yeah, after clicking on save, I do got the address information section on the edit page also, right? So I can even remove it or enable it in both edit or detail pages. View detail view or view or the detail page or the edit page. Okay, both the things I can update it. Coming back to edit, page layout. Okay, so these are all buttons. For suppose if you want to remove the clone button, I can remove here. For suppose some people don't want to enable the removing the records, if they don't want to allow the removal of records in the system, you can remove the delete button. Okay, now click on quick save, go back to your foodie record and click on refresh. What happens? Your delete button will not be enabled for all the users. Okay, the delete button is not enabled now. Same way, you can even remove the clone button also if you don't need it. If you want it, you can do this. And here is the option to come back. Here is the list of fields to add. I have added all the fields available in the foodies object. In the buttons, I have removed the delete option. It's enabled here. The the black color, the dark black color things are not added to the layout. If I want to drag, the light color things are added to the layout. I'm pulling and I can add it in the layout like this. If I want to add, and if I click on quick save and go back to my foodies record, if I click on refresh, I see it back again. Okay, and same way, submit for approval. This is for taking approvals. I will explain. This is other uh, scenario. I can even put this button here and so that you can use this button. And expanded lookups. So currently there is no expanded lookups. We'll work on it in the coming classes. These are all. The fourth option is related list items. What are related list? As I said, these are child objects or related items of this current record. Okay, current object. If there are child objects for the current object, you can see all the related data of this current object here in this section. If you come to foodie object, you see there is a check-in history. Let's go back to other foodie object because this is not having any records. Going to C001 check-in. Sorry, to foodie, this foodie, where I can see all the check-ins also. Means all these check-ins belongs to this person foodie. Okay, so I am going to show you the child object records of this current object like this. Same way, if you come here, for suppose if you want to add notes and attachments for um, for this foodie object to attach some photos or check-ins, for suppose each and every time he's going and he's uh, some profile information of this guy in some PDF format, you can add these notes and attachments. You can see the same thing here after clicking on quick save, right? I can see the same button here by clicking on refresh. I can see this here. Okay, see notes and attachments is here. I can attach new note for this foodie. For suppose I can write the note title. This guy is looking for Italian restaurant. Okay, something like that. I can put different and click on save. This is a note attached to this person. Okay, I can do like this whenever I need. And same way, I can even add some more related list items like content categories. What is videos? You can attach some videos of this guy, related content for this guy. External sharing. All this is not required generally for this current object. If you think if it is required for suppose uh, cases, leads, solutions might need this content deliverables, related content, and all this stuff. Okay, approval thing is mainly required for uh, finance related objects, approval history thing. Okay, but here it's not required. Mm, and what all you need, you can just drag and drop and add it here. Okay, and for suppose I want to adjust check-in thing on the top before notes and attachments. Okay, then what I will do is, or I will bring back the stuff down. Check-ins is in the top. Now click on quick save. Now you can see the changes very immediately here also. Adjusting the notes and attachments to one step down and check-ins on the top on the letter list items. Now you have seen we have added the information section. In the same way, you can even add the spaces also. What are spaces? For suppose if you are thinking that it's not aligned properly, go to click on fields. There is a space section also, blank space. Yeah, if you add blank space here, the interest will come down by one step. Okay, by clicking on quick save, you can check here. The interest is here now. That will come down by one step. Okay, these are all spaces. And coming back to a layout again. So each and everything you are modifying in Salesforce organization, right? You can see the same thing in Salesforce One mobile app also. Today, I want everyone to open your mobiles and install. Go to your app store and install Salesforce One mobile application in your mission. Okay, have you guys done it? Open your mobile, go to your app stores, install Salesforce One mobile application, and put down your click on login and put down your username and password of this current organization ending with .training. If any of the people facing problem with the login, just ask me now and I will fix it. Doing it, just message me whenever you're done on the chat. So with Salesforce One, you can access all these objects, all these custom objects, all these applications in your mobile, even the charter also. You can even talk to people, you can even download the content from our charter groups, everything from here. Cool. There is nothing being displayed. Do we have any app on Windows Phone? I think no. No, till just check in the Windows Store app. I don't think it's not there. Yeah, I'm done. So first time I think it will show you some recommendations what to do. Okay, just click on OK to all, or else click on skip. For first time, right, when you are installing for the first time, it will show some help. Click here for this, click here for that, all this stuff. Just click on skip. Yeah. Now you might be accessing all the application objects and data which are enabled for mobile. So here, for suppose if you want to add VF pages which are ready for mobile thing, I can add it here. What are VF pages? Which are VF pages are custom built pages on Salesforce with with Visual Force language. It's a simple front end thing. Okay, I can drag and drop this item here, which is available for Salesforce One mobile app. Now, whenever a guy is opening about foodie related object in your mobile, you can see this code in Salesforce One app. Okay, done. Cool. Uh, uh, I think one guy has Windows mobile app. I think Windows Phone. Check out in your app store if it is available. You can use it. Otherwise, you can use your friend's stuff, or else you can install the Salesforce. Charter app, and you only use Charter in your Windows app also. Okay, Salesforce Charter. For installing that, okay, go to your Charter. Search for Charter here. If you click on Charter, there's Charter settings and download. Charter desktop. Here is the option Charter desktop settings. Click on this. Here is the option for downloading. Okay. um, by clicking on here, you can download the latest version into your desktop. Desktop administration, charter desktop settings. Okay, you can download this and you can install in your Windows laptop or any other laptop. It's available for Mac, Windows, everything. With that, you can directly talk with people. You can use charter, only charter you can use it here in this. Okay, cool. If you're using Salesforce on mobile app, you can see the things, what are the objects available here. You can view it there also. If that is mobile ready application, you can access it in your mobile phone. You can create records from your mobile phone. So this is how, right, Salesforce is helping enterprises for giving the apps on cloud, mobile and social ready applications in a single with a easy to create option with really simple way of uh, with simple button clicks you're doing it. And we are at the page layout level. For suppose if you want to judge, if you want to change the type of fields displayed here also, you can do adjust it by clicking on setup function. Here in the little item, you want to show some different data. You don't want to show the data in this format. You click on the settings, you change the data. You want the created data at the end. Okay, you want the restaurant on the top. Now I click on save ascending order of the created date, means the latest record will be shown on the top. Okay, I'm clicking on OK. I'm clicking on quick save. Coming back here, if I click on refresh, these things will be changing now. If you see, the created date is came at the end and restaurant is at the start, and cre- created date is in the ascending order. Sorry, in the descending order, means this is the latest check-in. 9/7 is the latest check-in. This is yesterday's check-in. So it's ordered by this. This is ordered by this. Latest check-ins on the top, old check-ins on the bottom. Okay. If it is more than 5 check-ins, let's click on save. And one more I am doing it. It will open one more. New check-in. I will add again Swagat. Click on save. Okay. And now and now I can see I can have more than 6 records. I have more than 6 records. Now one record is in the other page. Okay. If you click on show one more, it will be moved to here like this. Okay. Generally it will show only 5 records at once for loading things. It will show the total number of records. If it is more than records, you can click on, by clicking on see all the records. If I'm refreshing it again, it will show only 5 records. If you click on go to list of 6, it will go to a separate list like this to the check-in object directly. It will show the list of all the 5 records for this seafoodie Venkat Gatmani. This is the number of check-ins available. This is what it shows. This is a separate view from the little list item. You can control the views like this. That's all. We are done with these things. Little list items, fourth items, and what are report charts. And here these are helpful for showing the reports on the page. What is the rate of satisfaction? All this stuff you can show it like this. I can pull down uh, so I have to build the reports first. Later on I can drag and drop here. Okay, the report charts will be displayed like here. It will be embedded with a report inside the record. Click on quick save and put down, go back to the record. See, now it's refreshing and it's trying to show the trying to show the report here. Okay, so this report is related to all accounts summarized by city which I have created. Now I can create one more report for this foodies, saying, see, I will explain it later because this is a little confusing for you if I explain it now on the reports thing. Keep reminder, if I am missing, you just ask me about this. um, so if you go back, I can insert some other reports also in this section, saying what is the rate of satisfaction scores. I can put down put report and I can import here, and this will be really useful for telling him directly by seeing this report to this guy. I can share this report to this person directly, saying this is the satisfaction scores report for you, uh, which is the history of years also. From the past many years, your satisfaction note is like this. You went to all these restaurants and you get this course. I can put down some report on that, and I can put down some image like a dashboard thing here on this record. And coming back to, and same thing, it will be displayed on your Salesforce One mobile app also. Go to the foodies object in your Salesforce One mobile app. You can create new records from your mobile phone also. Okay. And now we are going to work on, if we are done with the fields, we are going to work on validation rules now. Go to object, view fields, click on new. If everything is cleared, we have done everything right. Yeah, we are done. We are there is one thing remaining, formula field. I'll show how to do that. Yeah, after finishing this, we can move down to the validation rules. What is formula field? So there is no scope here to create a formula field. Let's do it. So for suppose I want to calculate the revenue of sorry, go to the restaurant object, or go to the schema builder. Going to the restaurant object, by clicking on this also I can go to restaurant object. Coming here, I want to introduce one more formula field for calculating the tax. Okay, tax, it's a currency field because general tax is a currency field, right? um, Tax is a currency field which is derived from the revenue. Tax from revenue, tax from the current revenue, tax from, because we had one more tax from revenue. I'm clicking two decimal places, click on next. What is the tax? Generally there will be flat 30%, or for suppose VAT tax of 12%. I can insert the field by clicking on here, from, I want the revenue thing, revenue per month. Okay, insert field. I can insert the field like this. I can use the multiplication operator. I can directly code, but for your convenience I'm just putting the inserted operator like this, or else I can directly put star also. Shift click on 8, it will display the star here. So this is generally, we are not going to use the X mark in the programmatic languages. We are going to use the star for multiplication operator. Okay, book 9 underscore into 0.30, or 30, sorry, 12%, right? 12% is the tax thing like this, by 100. The operator is here by 100 also. I can use this also, and I can use this. It's the meaning is same thing. I can directly use book 9 underscore revenue underscore c into 0.12, or I can use this also, 12 into by 100. I can also use like this. By clicking on check syntax, this will tell whether this field is correct or not, this formula field is having problems or not, because this is a syntax, right? You can put a number of insert fields, and you can do some operations. If there is any problem here, it will show some problems here. And the compilation size is 44 characters, and What if there is a blank? I want to display zeros, because if there is a blank value in revenue means the formula field will be having nothing, right? So I want to put zeros instead of blanks. Treat blank fields as zeros, treat blank field as blanks, but I want to go with the first option. Click on next and add to the page layout, available to all users. Click on next, because this is a read-only field, you are not going to do anything. If you come back to the previous screen, the option is not available for you to check, because this is already a read-only field. Okay, because you are not going to do any operation. It automatically, the formula fields are automatically calculated by this formula what you have given here. So you are not going to do any operation. That's the reason it's read-only field. In the edit page, you are not going to see this formula field. After saving your thing with the proper revenue field, revenue data, it automatically calculates the formula of this total tax for revenue, and it will display it on the view screen on the detail page of the object. The detail page equal to view page. Okay, you just don't confuse on this. Click on next and add to the page layout. Click on save. Now, okay, no problem. Please go on. I am recording the session. Thanks. And if coming here, go to the restaurant, click on new. um, so I'm giving Srinath is a person who is the new guy. Email address is something like this. I can give any email format, because if you're not giving email format, it won't save it, because this is a required field. And coming again down, I'm giving the revenue, sorry, revenue per month. What is the revenue per month? This is the revenue per month. He is making around five lakh dollars. This is total revenue, means profit. Okay, revenue, and he has to pay some taxes on this. Total turnover is this. After clicking on save, I automatically get the tax for revenue field, which is $60,000 from this 5 lakh thing. This is 12% of 5 lakh dollars equal to $60,000, if you know it. Okay, this is automatically calculated value. If you go back to the previous screen, there is no revenue tax for revenue field here. See, tax for revenue field will not be displayed on the edit page, as it is a formula field. That's a read-only field. And after clicking on save, you will get the value here, tax for revenue, like this, right? That's a formula field. Now let's work on validation rules. For suppose, if you go to footy, so let's go to account validation rules, because this is not there's no ID here. Let's go to our account object, call center app, and I will show you the validation rules now, and after that I will finish the class. So generally I'm creating a new big account. So here, think like, generally, uh, when you're giving account number, you can give any number of format, right? If you are giving simply your, if you are in your, when you are creating object, when you are pulling some text number field, you are going to give the number of digits, 14 digit maximum. Sorry, the maximum number of digits, you're gonna 20 digit number like this, right? 15 digit with two decimals. This is the account number which will calculate the simple number field without decimals. For suppose if I'm giving, um, you, each and every customer or account in your company will have 7 digit account number. You are not going to accept more than that or less than that. But when I'm giving the account number, eligibility is less than 15 characters. It will only check whether it is less than 15 characters or not, the total size of the account number. But what if someone is giving 12, I'm clicking on save, all the number, all the things that I remember I'm giving, clicking on save. So account site also is required. Account site is something like this. Okay, click on save. Okay, if I'm clicking on save, it's saving properly, right? But you want to add the account number. Should be 7-digit code only. It should not. It should be a number and it should be 7-digit only. Okay. For that, what I will do, I will add a validation rule by going to the system, go to view validation rules. Now selecting this, I'm making it as active. So this is a simple logic. Okay. I will explain this logic here. This formula fields here also I'm using formula logic. This is you are going to use the and or conditional operators which is available here in our thing. What I'm doing is here just first of all I'm checking whether it's a number or not, whether account is a number or not, and again I'm checking whether account is not equal to, if you see this symbol means if number equal to. Okay, so this greater than less than, if you're putting greater than less than symbol means not equal to 7. Okay, if number not equal to 7, and if number is not a number, what is number is a function to check whether this current account number is a number or not. If it is a number, this will become true and not will become false. Okay, and and let's click on save and I will explain it again. After this I will test it. Click on edit. I will explain it coming after showing you the scenario. Click on edit. Click on save again because the same thing record is saved before 5 minutes. Let's click on save now. This will show some error saying account number is not numeric. You must enter a 7-digit value only. Okay. If you come here, the error message you are seeing here is this, right? So the reason why it's showing here is you should put the condition which will throw you some error condition here. Here, what happened is number, this is fine. Is number is false. Okay, and it became it's a true, and this became false. Okay, and account number not equal to 7. Yeah, this became true, right? Account number not equal to 7, right? In the current scenario it's 2-digit, right? Sorry, length of account number is 2 here in this scenario. Here it's checking account number not equal to 7. This became true. True and false and true becomes true overall. From this loop it will become true, right? False comma true, which I explained in the Excel sheet just now. Here false and true is true, right? That works out here. So if the total condition is true, then this validation rule will be getting fired and it will throw this error. Okay, and here I have given two options, top of the page or at the field level. I have given at the field level so that you are seeing the error message at the field level here exactly. Okay, and coming now I am giving around 10 digit number, I think, not 10 digit, 10 digit number. Now clicking on save, again I will get error saying account number is not numeric, you must enter a 7-digit value. Now I am giving 7-digit text value. Okay, clicking on save, it will show the same error message because account number is not numeric. In this current scenario, if you come here, this becomes uh, so this becomes true, this becomes false. 7-digit is working fine because the number of digits is equal to 7. This became false. Okay, this became false and this became true. True comma false is again true. this condition will be again thrown out, and this error message will shown on the page. The record won't be saved. So if the record should, for saving the record, right, both the conditions should become false. Means I'll come back to my record again and I will save 7 digit, 4 sevens, 3234. Okay, now there are 7 digit number. This is 7 digit number. Now I'm clicking on save. Now this will save properly because both the conditions are becoming false. Here, length of account number not equal to 7, because it's equal to 7. That's the reason it's became false. Okay, and here in this case, account number is true and not of his number is false, because till here it will give the result as true. Now what is not, the generally if you're putting not of any condition, right, it will make the opposite, it will show the opposite result to you. His number is true, not of his not of his number equal to false. In that case, false and false, or loop, if you are posing false and false conditions, it will become false. Now the total condition is false and it's not going to be executed. This validation rule is not going to be executed and it won't show this error, and the record will be saved properly into the database. Now this is saved. You can try out going to the call center app, go to your account object, or else I can even add the account object in our foodies app also. Go to your settings. I will show you how to do that. Go to the application. Go to the application. Open your review restaurant review force restaurant review app. I'm going to add the tab. See accounts tab here, accounts and contacts tab also, just for reference. Click on save. Now you can see the new tabs here and you can test it now. You try putting down the different options in the account number field. Make sure all the required fields are matching properly. Okay, again there are some more validation rules which I haven't explained to you. Even required field is also a simple validation. If you are putting required, you should enter some value. Okay, you can do with even with the formula field also by putting length of the characters not equal to 0, and you can throw a exception saying you should enter some value here. The size of the characters in this text field should be greater than 0. And now your foodie app will be having, if I refresh it, will be having the accounts and contacts. Oh, okay. And now you can test with your, so for viewing the validation rules, just click on this, go to validation rules, and you can check how the formula is here. I'm gonna show you the list of there are a lot of validation rules. I will message you all the examples to you guys in the tomorrow's class, in charter to you. You can download it and you can view all the validation rules available in the system. Okay, so now let's create a new account. So big account is the record. This is called record types. We are going to work on in the coming classes. So here, account site, account name and number, this is a number field. These are all required values. Okay, after filling this is the this is the validation where we kept account number field. This will accept only 7 digit numbers. If you are trying to enter any different format numbers, it won't allow you to save the record. You can try this option. If you are having some issues, you can come back to me. Okay, thanks guys. So let's work on some more examples on validation rules. So validation rules generally need formula fields. Okay, formula fields is really simple. You can insert operators, you can insert fields directly there. By coming down here, you can insert some operators. You can even select this, insert, account number, insert. So this is the field name. It automatically inserted here. See how to insert this field. Insert, it's here, the value is here. Same way you can insert any number of fields and you can put validation rules on that. This is for inserting operators. You can insert concatenator and operator like this. Okay, so the examples I will message you today for all the account validation rules, contact validation rules, all this stuff. Thanks guys, closing the class for today. If you have questions,